Hey guys, so I'm recording from my laptop camera, so if it looks a little weird, I'm sorry. So I wanted to share you guys my experience from the Marvel Experience event that was in Dallas. Me and my boyfriend went last Saturday. It was at the Fair Park, and I'm pretty much just gonna tell you like how I went down, and then I'm gonna insert pictures and videos relating to what I'm saying. So yeah. So first of all, you can buy tickets online. I bought mine at Ticketmaster. There was an option that if you bought two or more, you can get the family discount. So they were $23 for the tickets. I think normally if you just buy one, it was like 44. So we got a good deal on that. And so then me and my boyfriend did take the train there. It took like 45 minutes to get there. Once we arrived, we had a walk from the train station to the actual event, and they had like these big tents there, but it was like a 10 or 15-minute walk, and it was kind of cold outside. I don't have any superhero outfits, neither does my boyfriend. I don't think he would have worn one anyways. I would have. So this is what I ended up wearing. It's just a comic shirt, and it has Spider-Man, the Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor on it. And it's actually my sister's t-shirt, so thank you for letting me borrow that, Carol. I don't have any superhero t-shirts, which I need to go get because you never know when you're going to need one. There were people dressed up there, so I thought that was pretty cool.
What name can I get?
You go in. There was a like a screen where you would type in your information to get an ID card, and then they would email you the picture of the ID card.
Does 19 you were 2008? Huh? What is he, 2008? Yeah. You're not too.
Oh snap!
Oh, pass it down there.
Are you using your real name, babe?
No.
See, I wish I'd have known that.
Oh snap! Take a photo, babe. Take it. Click it. And then at the end you could print it off, but we didn't print it off. We just saved it, and I uploaded it to Facebook, and it's my profile picture now. But you do that, then you went around and you took a picture, which at the end of the event you could purchase, and then you actually went inside the first dome. So there was 8 domes in total, I think. Each one had a different activity. When you go in the first dome, they would give you a bracelet that looked just like this, and it's rubber, and it snaps on. So it has like these little holes, and then it has like these little like squares on them. So you put that on, there were screens, and then they talk to you. Iron Man was the first one that comes on, and they talk to you, and they give you an introduction. Then you go on into a second dome, which was a bigger screen projected onto the top of the dome, and it had some machines there, and then you see all 5 superheroes, and they tell you, you know, your mission, what's going on, and then you go into a really big dome that has each of the superheroes in sections, and then each section has their own game. So like there was a Hulk section with stuff from the Hulk and a Hulk game. Then there was like Black Widow section with Black Widow stuff and a Black Widow game. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And there's also a cafeteria in that one, so we actually ate there. Then we did a few of the activities. I'm going to put a few videos and pictures there. The activities that we did were a Hulk game, which you would be standing, and then with your arms you would like try to punch these robots that were coming at you, and then Hulk in the screen would kind of imitate your movements and would smash them. And then we went to this screen where it would record people, and then on the screen, if you did a certain position, you would summon the character that you wanted, and they would stand next to you. So it was hilarious watching little kids freak out because why was the superhero next to them on the screen but not there in real person, and they would just like look around, look for the character, and it was pretty cool. But there's also like a laser course where you would have to like go through lasers and stuff. There was also like a wall climbing, and then there was another side to the to that dome, but by the time we wanted to go, it was already closed, so we didn't get to see that half, which I was kind of bummed about, but I mean, we had already been there for a while. So I completely forgot to talk about this, but right here we went inside one of the domes and you put on 4D glasses and you go in and the whole fighting scene of your characters is literally happening above your head. So you would have to actually like turn around, look up, and then turn back around because the 4 characters are all spread out in the 4 corners of the building. So it literally feels like you're underground watching them fly in the air fighting the bad guy. And so at one point I got dizzy and I was just holding on. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't turn around. I don't know who to follow because they were all going different ways. So it was a 3D fight scene, but you feel like you're there because they're on top of you. You're not seeing just one side of them. You could like walk around a character and see him from all angles. So that was pretty cool. So then we go on to the next dome. And again, there's screens and they, you know, tell us like what's going on so far in the mission. And then they tell us that, let me see. Oh yeah, then they tell us that this is going to be the part where we're going to have to face the villains. So then we go into another dome. And in that dome, it's right before the 4Motion ride, and so there's screens and telling you, you know, how to be safe and like don't stand up, try to keep seated down and stuff like that. If you're pregnant or if you have back problems, you shouldn't ride the ride or whatever. And so then in the middle of the explanations, the Red Skull dude comes on and he's like, oh, I've hacked into the system and I don't know what happens. And so the doors jam and we can't proceed, and so they call the Hulk, and you actually see the Hulk's hand coming out and pulling the door, but on the screen it shows the Hulk like punching through the walls and doing it. So that was pretty awesome. And then you go on this ride, and then you see how the superheroes are fighting the villain, and then it resolves. I'm not gonna say how because then I would ruin it for you. And so then you get this little badge that has the shield logo on it, and it clips on one of the squares. And then I think there's 7 squares left, and they had the 7 other badges, but you had to purchase them. I thought it kind of sucked. I thought at each dome they should have given you a different one. I think that would have been more exciting, and maybe like left one for you to purchase at the gift shop, and then more people would have been more likely to buy it. But yeah, and then at the gift shop they had so many cool things. They had t-shirts, lanyards, stickers, posters, like everything. They had the pictures. We did purchase one of the pictures, but one of the coolest things they had at the gift shop was this like round thing that had like I don't know how many cameras, and you would stand there and it would take a 360 picture of you, because then they would make a statue of you next to your favorite superhero. And we talked to this couple that the husband was getting it done, and she was like, yeah, he's getting it done. It's gonna come in like 4 weeks because they make it in Germany and then they ship it to you, and it's like $300. So it's pretty expensive, but it was pretty awesome. So yeah, so overall I really had a lot of fun. It was what I expected. And I had a good time. My boyfriend says that it was for little kids, but whatever. I'm not even a big Marvel fan, but I had a lot of fun. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time. Bye.
Because they closed this section of the thing. It's kind of lame.